All right, sixth graders, this is to help you with question 2 on CR 11. It says Jackie is baking chocolate chip cookies. She needs half a cup of brown sugar, but she can't find her half cup measuring cup. Which amount is equivalent to a half cup? So we're looking for the amount that is equivalent to a half cup. And they give us some fractions here. Let's just talk about how to make equivalent fractions. If you start with 1/2, what you can do to create an equivalent fraction is just multiply that 1/2 by a fancy form of 1. You can multiply numerator and denominator each by 2. 2 over 2 is a fancy form of 1. So as long as you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same value, you'll create equivalent fractions. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So that tells me that 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. Let's just check that. If I take a look at a circle and I shade 1/2 of it, then I take a look at an identical circle. I'm trying to make my circle identical. I'm not doing a great job of it, but that's okay. And I compare this 1/2 to now the same circle, but broken into fourths. Hopefully you can see if I shade 2 out of 4 parts, I've really just shaded half of that circle. Those really truly are the same exact number written in 2 different forms. All right, but 2/4 is not one of the answers. Let's try again. Let's take 1/2 and multiply the numerator and denominator now by 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. All right, that tells me 1/2 is the same as 3/6. And we can visually check that. You could take a circle. You could break that circle in half. You could break that circle into 6 and see if 1 out of the 2 parts is the same as 3 out of 6 parts. So let's look at what 1/2 of the circle would look like. Now let's break this circle into 6 to the best of our ability. And let's go ahead and shade 3 out of those 6 parts. 1, 2, 3 out of those 6 parts. You can see 3 out of 6. It's exactly the same as shading 1/2. 1/2 and 3/6 are actually the same exact number. They are equivalent. But 3/6 is not one of the answers here. All right, let's try 1/2 times 4 over 4. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Ooh, 1/2 is the same as 4/8. If I took a circle and I shaded half of that circle, and I took the same circle and I broke it into eighths, so I'm going to go ahead and break that circle into eighths. To the best of my ability, trying to make them 8 equal slices. And I shade in 1, 2, 3, 4 of those slices. I shade in 4 out of 8 of those slices. I really shaded in half the circle. Those are totally equivalent to each other. You can always use pictures to support that. So now I have found that 4/8 is equivalent to 1/2. You could have also taken each of the answers and tried to simplify it to 1/2. So you could have started with your 4/8. And you know you have to get to 1/2. How do you get from 4 to 1? 4 divided by 4 is 1. As soon as I'm dividing the numerator by 4, I have to also divide the denominator by 4. What's 8 divided by 4? Oh, 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that's another way to show that 4/8 is exactly the same as 1/2. You can always use drawings. You could start with 1/2, multiply top and bottom by 4, show you get 4/8, or start with your 4/8, divide top and bottom by 4, and show that you get back to 1/2. I hope that helps.